Quote of the day is from Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, and he said, if you care what people think about you, if you give a shit about their approval, then you're gonna be their prisoner. What's up, Kaiju Pack? It's your boy Kaiju Kong here in the marina of Cascais. Beautiful. Just got done doing the training exercise, which you guys will see in a while. But let us start with the quote of the day. Quote of the day is from Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, and he said, if you care what people think about you, if you give a shit about their approval, then you're gonna be their prisoner. Think about it. Why the hell do you even care what people think about you? Think about it. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to be extraordinary, you gotta do extraordinary things. And even by virtue of the word extraordinary, you know already that you gotta be more than ordinary. What is ordinary? Ordinary is average. Ordinary is mediocre. Guys, majority of the population are gonna fall in between in that average, in that mediocre. Therefore, if you want to be extraordinary, you're gonna incur a lot of hate from those people. They're not gonna quite understand you. As they say, mediocre minds cannot comprehend great minds. Secondly, nobody's gonna save you. At the end of the day, who's gonna pay your bills? You're gonna pay your bills. Who's gonna buy the food that you're gonna eat? You. When you're gonna die with them? No, you're gonna die alone, guys. Another thing. How many people you pass by the road? How many faces do you remember when you go home? All those faces that you saw on the road, how many can you actually remember? I bet only the ones that you know. The rest you probably forgot about already. Exactly. If you do ridiculous stuff in front of other people, it doesn't really matter. They're not gonna remember you, especially if you wear sunglasses and a hat like this. But anyway, guys, nobody's gonna give a shit. So while you guys are listening to the audio file about not giving a fuck, I'm gonna be showing you guys a little exercise that you can do in the comfort of your own home. Basically, it's 3 rounds of 5 exercises with a minute of rest in between. If it's too intense for you guys, you can cut down on the number of rounds, or you can cut down on the sets or reps. Basically, 5 exercises are. First one, all of them are 10 reps of squat burpees, but each of the squat burpees are different. First one, at the bottom, you do Navy SEAL. Second one, you do 1 pump. Third one, you do 2 pumps. Fourth one, you do 4 pumps. And the last, 5th one, you do 4 pumps in the bottom. And that makes 1 round. Rest in between, and then repeat again.
Dare to dream big, and dare to act on that dream. You've got to understand that you cannot escape being judged, you cannot escape being hated on, and you cannot escape being criticized once you commit to leveling up in life. I wanted to point this out from the very beginning, because if you are allergic to any of the things I mentioned, then don't play the game. It's better you sit your ass down on the bleachers and watch the real champions do it. Because if you don't want to be judged, then don't say anything, don't do anything, and don't be anything. Like a man who climbs a mountain, or a sheep who jumps out of the pen. When you separate and distinguish yourself from the rest, you will be noticed. And though many will respect you, others will hate you for it. Often the biggest haters turn out to be the ones you are closest to, those you grew up with. They could come from your family or your circle of friends. And the reason they hate is because they see you leaving them behind. They are jealous of your tenacity. You make them uncomfortable. You make them insecure. They see your potential success as a threat because it shines the spotlight on their own weaknesses. Their weakness to keep up with life, their lack of discipline, their lack of pain tolerance, their lack of ambition and drive. Seeing your success reminds them of their shortcomings. Many of these haters will try to bring you down, discourage you, laugh at you, talk behind your back, even sabotage your process if you allow them to, just so you can fall back in line and remain in the same shitty situation in life that they are in. My advice, keep your biggest goals and aspirations to yourself and just focus on manifesting them into reality instead of broadcasting your plans to others. You may go several months or years without any external validation and appreciation of what you're working on. But hold down your ego in the short term, for the rewards exist in the long term. If you tell your plans to others too early on in the game, there is a chance they'll copy you or mock you and be a direct competitor. Letting them know later on discourages the copycats because they recognize that you're too far away to compete with and they will not bother trying anymore. Let them think you're working on 2 things when you're actually working on 8. It's okay if they underestimate you because you will get the last laugh. Learn to apply the art of war, guys. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Aside from this, you've got to build a thick skin like that of the rhinos. Learn to tune out the negative energy from people and show them that nothing they do affects your mojo. Or even better, use their negative energy as fuel to work harder and keep on your grind to prove them all wrong. Because only results will shut them up. In the land of the doubters, tangible results is king. You don't need to say anything. Let your achievements speak on your behalf. The results you get will be the silent but more impactful fuck you to all those who doubted you, all those who waited eagerly for you to mess up, all those who did you wrong. Whatever you do, don't waste your time with them and just focus on what you need to do. Life is way too short to live an average life just because you fear what others think about you. When people know that nothing they do will make you budge, watch them. Watch how they move out of your way. Look at the sun. It rises and sets every day. People might complain about it being too hot, or why does the sun set too soon, but the sun doesn't give a damn. It rises and sets as it likes, and because the sun can't be controlled, people learn to adapt to it and adjust their activities around its rhythm. Be like the sun. The more you are focused on doing your own thing and unfazed by any external influences, then people will adapt to you. From what I've seen, not only are you going to enjoy less BS, but many will even respect you for it. Especially in this time when men are overly tolerant and sensitive. A rock-solid man with boundaries is intimidating but refreshing to see. The men who act on their inner compass are a dying breed. Look, here's another example. A kaiju, like King Kong or Godzilla, doesn't give a damn. Even if it's just one of them against the world, they don't cower and hide. No, they make a grand entrance and fight their enemies head on. When a kaiju sets his mind on something, he focuses 100% of his energy on it. 100%, guys. Because even if 5% of your effort goes into thinking what others think about you, then you're 5% weaker and 5% less effective. Perhaps one of the greatest strengths of a Sigma male is his ability not to give a damn what others think of him. This is a trait he learns to master over time in order to achieve his greatest goal, which is freedom. Freedom from the prison of others' approval and freedom from ever-increasing BS we see in society. Compared to all other male types, I believe the Sigma can truly afford to develop this strength as a virtue. Why? Because the alpha and beta males have to care to a certain extent what others think of them. The alpha cares because he wants to know how to stay at the top. He learns how to control others through the impression he gives and using psychology to his advantage. But he must constantly check himself because he does not want to lose his following. The beta male cares the most because he wants to stay safely within the boundaries of the status quo. By default, he wants to please those around him. He doesn't want to rock the boat or get exiled. The Sigma male, on the other hand, doesn't care if he is cut from society, because mentally and emotionally he already left a long time ago. You can't exile a lone wolf. But granted, don't be stupid. Don't just shut out the world for the sake of proving you don't care. Listen to the constructive criticism that those who mean well give you. Those are the ones you should give a damn about. The people who have stuck with you through thick and thin. The people who were there to support you when you were at your lowest. The people who raised you even higher when you succeeded. Keep an eye out for these gems and keep them close to you. Don't be foolish and start burning all bridges. If you're gonna give a damn what people think, do it to prove your haters wrong. Do it to stay accountable to what you said you were going to do. Do it to keep yourself in check and not act a fool. Don't use the pressure of the spotlight to paralyze you. Use the opportunity to give a grand show, to make a legacy, to be remembered. You never know who you will inspire. You are not alone. Even if we haven't met, the fact that you have big dreams and are willing to act on it, I've got your back, as well as all those who are on their purpose, the Kaiju pack. Let's crush it together. If you aim to grow to your full potential as a Sigma male, then subscribe and hit the notifications button to stay connected as a member of the Kaiju Pack. More videos are on the way. Also, don't forget to leave a like and drop a comment to help this channel grow and help many more men out there. And with that, this gathering is concluded. Thank you for joining me. Take care, brothers.